guys, it's Cassie and today we are going to be going through the Fendi First. Okay, this is the definitive review. I've had this bag since December of 2021. Okay, so I've had a good few months with it. Okay, I think I'm in a place where I can come to you with all of the details, the ins and outs, the pros and cons, the things you may not have thought of if you're considering dropping some cash for this bad boy. Guys, if you're new here, my name is Cassie and I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, then you're going to love it here. So head down and subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. Guys, are you ready? Let's get into it. This is the Fendi First. I believe this bag was launched in August last year, right? And this is Kim Jones' first sort of signature bag design as creative director of women's at Fendi. And obviously, it's very sort of architectural. You've got this massive F that acts as the clasp, holding together, pinching the top of what is essentially a sort of oversized pouch-like clutch situation. This bag comes in two sizes, small and a medium. I have the medium here, but I will be briefly talking about the small as well, so you can maybe get an idea if you're maybe in between sizes, you don't know which one to go for. The Fendi First is now considered to be a sort of staple bag of Fendi, so with every collection that comes out, they're bringing out new colours, fabrics, designs and things like that, okay? So this particular colourway was, I believe, a Harrods exclusive. It is this grey flannel, it's a kind of wool with, in a darker grey, the Fendigraphy FFs all over it. I don't know, it just spoke to me, okay? The two shades of grey, the gold hardware that just pops, like, it just works absolutely perfectly all together, and it just did something for me. Now, the interior of my bag is the smooth leather. Now, depending on the fabric or the design that you get, some of the interiors are the FF Fendi print canvas. The main difference between the small and the medium size is the strap, okay? So, a great thing about the Fendi First, and we will really jump into the details of it, is the fact that there's a level of versatility with a bag that otherwise, that I've seen from other brands, you don't really have. It's like, this is a clutch, it's only going to be a clutch, you're only going to have it under your pit or in your hand and that's it, okay? But I like the fact that with this, you do have the option of, oh, she's a shoulder bag moment, we can do a hands-free, you know? Medium size comes with a strap that is like a sort of guitar-like strap there. She's thick. The smaller version comes with a thin leather strap. You can buy and swap out different Fendi straps. Fendi has a good range of like different designs of straps. You can really make it your own. As I mentioned, this bag is now a staple of Fendi, okay? So it's not a trend, it's not like a trend bag where it's like here for a season and it's gone, you know? They're going to keep reproducing this. So, if you're worried about it, like, oh, it's just going to be a one and done thing, I personally don't think you should be too worried. And also, if you like the bag but you haven't seen a colour that you like yet or whatever, keep waiting because they're going to drop more with new collections. And as we know, the pouch sort of style bag trend has really come to the forefront in the last couple of years. If we look at something like the Bottega pouch bag. But to be honest with you, this is the first of that kind of bag that's really drawn me in, because of the versatility of it with the strap, but also the fact that it is quite a slouchy bag, but there is a level of structure with this that I think just ties in really beautifully. Now, talking about the strap, this bag has a very cool, innovative kind of mechanism, okay? So it has these little hooks that basically pop out and allow you to then attach the strap like that, okay? And that attention to detail really got me, because a lot of, like, firstly, first time I've ever seen it. My compliments to the chef, love that idea, okay? Because usually on other bags, like, they would just be like, yeah, well, we're gonna leave these on the whole time and, you know, do with it what you will, and when you're holding it or whatever, they're still gonna be there peeking out. It was just these little details that really make the difference, to be honest with you. Now, it has not been plain sailing with this bag, okay? And you know me, I'm very honest, okay? This is not my first of this bag, because I had an issue about a couple of weeks into using the bag. One of these basically kind of like detached itself from the bag and it was sort of hanging, it was loose basically, okay? So I took it in. The sales associates hadn't seen anything like it, and also everyone that I know that has one hasn't told me anything like this as well. So I'm assuming that this is really just like a one-off, because to be honest with you, I'll tell you what happened, but with this one, no issues. So basically it went away and it came back, and I either think that they replaced the entire bag or they replaced just the top bit, but I'm assuming that they replaced the whole bag, because like if you're going to replace the top of it, you may as well replace all of it, you know? I don't know. But it came back with all of the hardware stickers on and everything else. So whether new bag or half a new bag, it wasn't the bag that I had before, okay? So I was really actually impressed with how they dealt with it. 0 questions asked. They were like, this shouldn't be happening, let us deal with it, sort it out, and all of that. But one thing, if you do get this, to pay attention to are the hooks. You have to complete the circle, okay? So if it's this one on the right, okay, you take it out, this one will move clockwise because it's on the right. This is how I'm trying to remember it. And then you have to complete the circle to put it back in, okay? Don't go backwards. And then this one on the left goes anti-clockwise because it's left, okay? And then again, you complete the circle. The price of this, okay? So this was £2,450. Now, I know that there have been some price increases here and there, okay? So keep that in mind. I believe that the small size are currently £2,150. Okay, so I'm going to be demonstrating on the body, and we are going to be going through pros and cons. Pros, I really like the length of the strap, okay? You end up with it falling just here, okay? A little bit of a shoulder bag situation. She's just peeking through. Don't you worry. They're still going to know. That F is still catching the light, all right? And I just think it's a really kind of convenient length. It's not too up here. You're not like, I can hardly move, you know? It sits nicely. It's easy. Yeah, you're not going to do a crossbody. Well, you could try. No, let's not. The other pro that we really have to highlight is how unique a bag this is. And I'm going to throw it out there, but as far as I'm aware, this is the first of its kind, all right? It's very different, very cool. I love just, a pinch. Give her a pinch at the corner of the F there. I shall, if you're asking me, right? Then we can do that. The versatility in the ways you can hold, I really enjoy. Another pro, she's roomy, okay? Now, you know I live my life by TBE, tiny bag energy, but you can fit a hell of a lot in here. And the small one is actually very roomy for its size as well. Speaking of what could fit inside, let's have a go. So let's start off with a very large, long wallet. She's in. Keys. Boop. A little pochette full of, I don't know, small necessities. In she goes. A lipstick. Blotting sheets. A hair clip, hand sanitizer, backup phone charger. If it's chilly, let's add some hand warmers. Basically, I'm trying to demonstrate that she can hold a lot. The other thing is that even with stuff in here, it doesn't tend to sag. Now, I can only speak for the fabric, but I'm going to kind of assume that the leather is soft, so maybe you might get a little bit of it, but I still think not. It doesn't sag out of shape. It holds its shape very nicely. What you see is what you're going to get. Well, I talk about the cons, right? Because life isn't all daisies. Cons can be fiddly to open one-handed, okay? So, well, that made it look very easy. But half the time it's going to be up here, right? You've got stuff in it, it's weighing down. So you sort of press in and then you've got to fiddle with the fingers to open, right? So that can get a bit annoying. The other thing is that this is not the lightest bag in the world, okay? The hardware on here is hefty. I quite like that because I'm like, I don't know, it feels luxe, it feels that, that weight there. Oh, it's nice. But anyway, once you start to fill it, you're really going to kind of feel that. Which again, great that it has a strap, but let's say you wanted a strap-free life for the day and you just wanted to clutch, that could take its toll after an hour or two, Again, you can do a little bit of this, but yes, keep that in mind. The last con I must mention is the fact that she's feetless. And this is quite a lot of surface area to not have feet. And I know that, like, you know, this isn't the only luxury bag that doesn't have feet kind of thing, but it would have been nice, just a couple of gold feet there, because there's only one way of putting this down. For most people, it's not going to be the decision maker. It really wasn't for me, but you never know. Overall, though, with the pros and cons and everything, would I recommend it? 100%. I really enjoy using this bag. I know that sounds really weird, but I just like all the different ways that I can carry it. Am I feeling like bougie and in a rush and chic and elegant? Okay, then she's going to get clutched down here and she's going to be swinging by the legs, okay? Do I want to feel as though I own a small furry pet, but really she's just a very chic designer bag? Yes, guess what? Under the pit we go, right? Little bit of a cradle moment. Oh, she's hands-free, but she still wants to serve a moment. Let's get the strap on. Over the shoulder, off we go, click-clacking. I think it's so unique. I've not seen anything like this as a bag, but it's not weird. It makes sense. It's like there's an elegance about it. I think the pop of the hardware, the shape. To be honest with you, I do have a smaller one on my wish list. I would love to get a mummy and a baby, and then I think they would live happily ever after, and I would, you know, complete my little Fendi First collection. I think they're so easy to dress up and down, but they're very unexpected, they're different, they're interesting. I love it. Guys, let me know what you think of the Fendi First. Would you buy one? Do you have any more questions? I'm happy to answer everything in the comments. Guys, I'm going to leave a link to another video here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And in the words of my father...
If you've enjoyed it, tell your friends. If you haven't, keep your mouth shut.
I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.